I'm Meredith Keller. I play the role of Jessie in Night Mother. I've been at theater workshop since about 2015, 2016, and I've been in theater since I was probably about 4.
My name's Nicole Maurer, and I'm playing Mama or Thelma in Night Mother. And I moved back here to the area in 2016 and got involved with TWO in 2017, I think. And I've been doing theater since I was about 12.
Well, the show begins, it's evening, in a nondescript timeline. It could really be anywhere in any time frame. And it's really just a moment when Jessie is bringing her mother to know kind of her plans on how she plans to end her life. It's very challenging. I would say personally, what attracts me to the show is really the grit and the depth of the character. It's really someone who is relatable on a lot of different levels, depending on what you've been through in life and what you've been going through personally, but also someone who you may not relate to at all. And you have to kind of put yourself in their shoes as to what you would do, or what you may not do, but that they're doing, and kind of gives you a lot to think about. And I like characters that make me think, because then I have to dive a little deeper and research a little more and kind of get myself into a different mindset than I normally would.
And I certainly feel that this show really portrays a mother-daughter relationship, whether it's good or bad or otherwise, just the dynamic between the two, and exploring that within the characters and within the dialogue. And I think that's relatable to really any woman. Everyone's got a mother or, a child. So I think a lot of people will be able to see some of those similarities in their own relationships. I would say bringing awareness to people who have contemplated suicide or talked about it, thought about it in any capacity. It's important to kind of bring that out into the light so everyone is aware of signs to look for, conversations to have, things that they may or may not be able to do to help that person mentally. I hate to use the term suicide prevention, but there are certainly things that can be done and things that can be said to those who are struggling mentally.
I think it's also to bring awareness to kind of the after effects, and to people who wonder kind of, if I had one last night and if I had been there, what could I have said or done to change their mind, and maybe giving them a little closure to know that sometimes you just can't change someone's mind once they've made it up. Anyone who's suffered with mental health, that they could benefit from knowing they're not alone, or anyone who has experienced a loss due to mental health also would benefit from the show. Personally, my children are coming to see it because I feel like they're at an age where a lot of that's talked about and a lot of it's becoming more prevalent, because they're in middle school. And you're seeing it a lot more at younger ages. So for me, it was important that I talked to them about what kind of show I was doing and what they would see, and let them know they could come. They weren't obligated to, but they both were very interested in seeing it and knowing, what goes on in somebody's head. So, because it's easy to throw around the idea of, oh, I just don't want to be here anymore, and throw at your mom like, well, you just made me want to kill myself. But to really mean it, like it's a different level.
And mental health is everyone benefits from their mental health, and everyone should support their own mental health. So I think it's also important to know that, you know what, even if you don't have these feelings yourself, you probably know someone that does or know someone that has.
Okay.
Saturday the 16th, both at 7:30, and then Sunday 17th at 2 p.m.